Okay, so we're doing 2250 points, Vampire Counts versus Skaven. The board is set up with a Tower of Blood there. Altar of Cain represented by those 4 Swordmasters. And Elven Waystone by that nice lady. Building. And then there's some other buildings out here to the side in a settlement that we don't really want to play with, so they're crammed over there. On the vampire side, we got a Vargolf out there. In the right side, we've got some Graveguard, a bunch of skeletons with a White King and Conrad, a bunch of ghouls with Necromancer, Caster Lord Vampire with some Skeleton Bunker there, and 5 Blood Knights up on the hill. Zach, what do you have over here for Skaven?
We have a Doom Wheel, we have a Warp Lightning Cannon,
Okay.
we have a unit of slaves, High Elf slaves. We have a unit of Clan Rats with Chieftain for a Battle Standard Bearer and a Plague Wind Mortar. We have a Hellbent Abomination. We have a Screaming Bell with a Grey Seer on it, with Clan Rats and a Rattling Gun. We have a unit of Plague Monks. We have a unit of Jezzails. We have a unit of Rat Ogres.
Yep.
With a Master Molder. And we have another unit of Clan Rats over here with a Warlock Engineer and another Rattling Gun.
Excellent. Okay, Skaven got to go first. This is the end of Skaven 1. We had the Doom Wheel rolled up, fell short, so did the Hellpit Abomination. Those are slaves, right? The spearmen?
Yes.
Slaves have kind of started going around the flank. We've got the Screaming Bell, rang the bell and moved up a few inches, 5 inches. Are those
Plague Monks?
The Plague Monks? Yeah, they moved up as well. They're within the Altar of Cain there. On this side, we had during the Magic phase, the Vargolf took 2 wounds from
Warp Lightning.
Warp Lightning.
From the Warlock Engineer and
then got shot by the Jezzails.
Jezzail Sharpshooter.
And so that's what's going on here. No close combat, and now we're going to Vampire turn 1. Okay, end of Vampire turn 1. We had some expected charges here in the middle, and Vargolf took cover behind the building. Blood Knights just kind of moved up to start going around the flank. Magic basically spent the entire time trying to get Van Hells off on the Graveguard, which did go off. Eventually. Lots of dispels that finally went off. So the Graveguard charged the Plague Monks and had Van Hells always strike first. They won the combat, but couldn't overrun those guys, or couldn't
catch them.
Catch them and just destroy them. So they're there. The ghouls broke the Doom Wheel, which is fleeing.
They didn't take any wounds.
Yeah, that's true. Didn't take any wounds, just combat resolution. The skeletons, White King and Conrad, killed the Hellpit Abomination. Basically did some wounds on him, and then it fled.
They killed Conrad.
They caught him. Yeah, they killed Conrad, sadly. He was a champ against the guy. And then at the end of the turn, look, the Hellpit Abomination came back up with 2 wounds left on him. So my general's in a tight spot here. Now we're moving on to Skaven turn 2. All right, end of Skaven turn 2. This was pretty awful for the vampire counts. We had the Hellpit Abomination charge the general, so that didn't go too well for us.
The Screaming Bell and those Clan Rats charged the
flank of the Graveguard, yep. Otherwise, everyone just kind of moved up here on this flank.
The Doom Wheel rallied, but the Plague Monks did not rally.
Plague Monks are looking like they're going to go off the board if they don't rally again. Magic
misfired on. Magic.
Magic first. We had
the Screaming Bell cast Scorch, which was dispelled.
Yep, thank God that was dispelled. We used a dispel scroll on giving poison attacks to the Screaming Bell.
Yeah, but blessed with filth.
Yeah, blessed with filth. Let's see.
Wither was cast on the Graveguard, lowering their toughness by 1 permanently.
Yep, they're not looking so good. And that was pretty much it for Magic.
Phase, yep.
The shooting, I got to place. We had a misfire.
The Plague Wind Mortar misfired.
So I got to place it on the bell. That was pretty fun. Took a wound.
The Rattling Gun destroyed itself with a misfire.
Yeah, the Rattling Gun was right over here, was poised to shoot the skeletons, and it just misfired and blew itself up, so we're thankful for that. Jezzails had to move, so there's no shooting over here yet.
The Doom Wheel did not make its leadership test and had to shoot the Battle
slaves.
Standard Bearers unit, and it took
strength
10, and I think it took some wounds from that, but
Yep.
I don't remember.
During combat, the Graveguard did pretty well for being on the flank. They did. They attacked the. Well, first they challenged, and the Greyseer decided to scurry up the bell, so we got him out of combat. Graveguard got hit pretty hard, and during combat resolution lost 5. But they were able to do 3 wounds to the bell, so the bell's at about half life right now.
Well, 2 wounds. One from the.
Yeah, that's right. Yep, they just did 2.
Or not the Scorch, the Plague one.
The Helping Abomination directed all the attacks at the Vampire Lord, who
Like
managed to save 1, or managed to save all but 1. Then they killed it, and it rolled a 6. It came back and rolled 6 wounds, so it's back and it's fully healed again. That means the 3rd time we had to deal with it. So my general, it looked like everything was turning up for him, and now he's in trouble again. That's basically all that happened. We're going on to Vampire Counts turn 2. Okay, end of Vampire Counts turn. I think this is 3, maybe 2.
Turn 2. Did you go? You didn't go first, did you?
No.
So it's turn 2 for Vampire.
Okay.
Yeah, turn 2.
During movement, we were able to get the general out of this group, and these guys did a swift reform. The general joined them, so a little more protection. Blood Knight swept around to the side and charged and just absolutely obliterated the slaves that were there. The ghouls managed to break the Doom Wheel, which fled off the board. Everyone else over there managed to hold, but the Doom Wheel's gone. The Vargolf joined in the bloody combat here in the middle, and it was just terribly bloody. They lost, but we did get up to 5 wounds on the bell, which was pretty good. Magic was not a lot happened. We healed the wound on the Vargolf. That was pretty much it. We did the Staff of Damnation, but it didn't throw out too many wounds. The Blood Knights actually all biffed their attacks with rubber lances. So now we're going into Skaven. It doesn't look very good for the vampires. Okay, so Skaven turn 3. Just finished. Vampires conceded. The Hellpit Abomination turned around, did a whole bunch of wounds here. The Grey Seer did the dreaded 13th. We didn't replace the models, but the Blood Knights bit it pretty hard.
They're Clan Rats with a standard now, which puts him -1 standard and me up 1 standard.
Yeah, in fact, I never mentioned it. We are playing the standard game number 4 in the book, so because it's all based on standards, it's just completely unwinnable for me at this point. And I have my battle standard guy here, and my general. Those are basically the only points left with this little wiener unit here. But all in all, pretty tough game with a lot of crazy-ass magic happening from the Tower of Blood, the Altar of Cain. I completely forgot that my vampire had the Master of the Black Art, so that kind of hurt me in the magic. And just
Hellpit Abomination is hacks when you roll lots of 6s.
Hellpit Abomination came back
Twice.
Yeah, 2 full times and fully healed this time. So I mean that sank a lot in. And the Screaming Bell was pretty awesome. I'm a big fan of that. That was fun to see. And 6 wounds is a lot of wounds to do on it, but it was fun. It was a good game. So victory to the Skaven.